Gen G now with rifles on board, looking to try to dominate B main by the look of things. Meteor was acting a bit as the lurk. And it looks like he is again separated from the pack.
Good time for SEN to try and cook something up here in their bonus round, and fully grouped up this time. Nothing to chance, is it? Flash through, no connection, with the orb dropping down. Well, not expecting it, but he does dash into the open. There is that follow-up. Now the reaction. Gen G fast on the approach. TP forwards by Karen, and they have cleared out that B site.
I do like the way that Gen G balance between pushing aggressively in post plants and waiting for the flood defense. This one, just waiting to see if there's a reaction from SEN. We know that the economy's weak, expecting the flood.
Danger spotted. Nade as well, stunned up entirely here. Sassy so fast of it. Zekken combining with that approach here out wide. Munchkin seeking to at least relieve that pressure and damage and offset that disadvantage. Still locked down onto the pillar angle. They wait, a pause, but now the paranoia allows them to play it a little bit deeper here. Smoke now, propped up.
Zekken is one, he's got to be healed.
He is going to top back up to a bit more health still. Got to think Gen G, it all comes down to the way these fights get taken. Zekken from the side. Temple taken out of Charon inside the cage, dominating but cleaned up. Munchkin in the back, 1v1! No bullets, no chance! Munchkin with the sidearm saves the bloody day.
Well, that's an extremely expensive round again. SEN on the bonus, creating pressure, applying danger. Pretty disastrous dash there from Meteor, actually. A player who has really impressed me with how much smarter he seems than on previous teams.
Yeah.
And then grouping together to try to flush out these people one at a time. Just a little unfortunate that the second didn't have more loaded in the
remember, this is still Sentinels.
That economic damage is going to be one
by
Guardian for Gen G, so it doesn't even...
They're better maps here. They might just try and jump onto this one, but Celsius spotted out, backs away, not getting caught out into the open. Still, a few stray shots in. One of the key real win cons for Gen G I found as well when you were revisiting, you know, the split map when they last clashed and played against one another, was Celsius kind of getting caught out in the open. On top of those mid fights, or at least the A ramp fights that you were talking about earlier, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, in the previous time these two teams faced, they tried to set up a high-low in mid and just dropped the orb and faced into 4 players.
Yeah.
It was brutal. This time, not going to go for something that risky on the follow-up after the rifle, after the pistol.
They have given up a lot of space though to Cam. Spotting out the tippy toes.
And this is a very classic position for John's Cam. Gen G are going to know that. They break it. Zekken's the only player here. He's got to get safe before the wall goes down. And Munchkin, almost getting caught in mid, will die to 10s.
I might be looking to swarm here, just a wide face and peek. John is under attack, and finally he's going to have some reinforcements. Just allowed into the side here, but everybody survives. Could have got dangerous, could have maybe got expensive, let's say.
Oh, but it's a good, clean finish for SEN. John Cuty's been fantastic in an anchoring spot. 10s always sends a really nice smoke, and John's got cages he can play around, traps to catch people. It's very effective.
Yeah.
What doesn't work is when they lose the early round fights right off the rip. Now, Gen G were fighting over A ramp with 4 players a lot of the time, the last time that these two teams faced off. This one, though, a 1-1-3.
They pause, and now they make the play here with the paranoid just a little bit too delayed. Rocket up and over, up trap saves him, but not from the bullets. You're falling, damage done to texture. Nade nowhere close, so he will survive, and Lakia is in mid.
Yeah, look at this awesome response from Lakia, realizing that SEN have overcommitted to the A ramp fight. He takes all of this space.
Celsius is not going to be expecting this, not going to be expecting this, but still lands it.
What a flick, what a turn!
That is insane. Forced to pivot now for Gen G. He's not an option, so they go back to what has been working for them. They've been doing a lot of these mid-round calls. Group up, collected together.
I'm seeing
brute force and win these fights.
I'm seeing pings on the minimap, Bren, that indicate they want to push through B heaven into spawn. I don't know exactly whether they're going to commit on that. The cam is going to spot them.
30 seconds left.
Just about. Snakebite though.
Yeah, look at this. They're looking to try to take the fight towards stairs while Munchkin plants.
Has got a plan. He was trying to pit. Goes down entirely here. The trades online now for Sentinels. Obliterating any chance here for Charon. So even stat toe to toe, he'd have to hit those shots, and he can't quite manage it.
A supremely better beginning to this map for SEN. Putting the pressure on Genji, dealing, I don't know how, but dealing with Lakia coming through vent. Gotta see this again. Oh, what a flick. That's an outrageous one. If Lakia is able to get that, the whole round just pivots.
Not letting the stress get to them.
I mean, I assume that there was an amusing reaction from Zelsis in comms as well. He seems like the kind of player to do it. But that's broken Genji. All of that damage from an expensive bonus round.
Here.
I don't want to count them out, but the economical advantage is massive for SEN, and they needed a hot start. They've got it.
You're right, we're feeling like you can't count Genji out. I mean, this team made a name for themselves as well, just in qualifying for this event by winning so many of these rounds where they weren't expected to. Shouldn't be as much danger, but you never know. Ollie's flying overhead here. Quickly into the approach here. There was a paranoia, and there's pillars close to it. Players getting beamed down and ran down. Showstopper rocket out wide with Zelsis falling. John QT left scrambling, trying to pick up these pieces. Pit collected and corralled now. It's only up to him in a 1v1 second. Maintains that composure and holds down the fort just when his team needed it.
What a savior for Sentinels. 9-3 to begin. After being rocked by Monyet, it was the only map where Zekken didn't look like the best player in the low bracket final. But this one was so dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Texture did as much as he possibly could to make this one a win. John taking down Munchkin though, dropping the pit, set Zekken up for success. Well, everyone
blown away, Tens, he can't get away with the kill.
Okay, but Sen also realized that's a bit of a fake. It's not everybody in that area.
Zekken gets off the line for just a moment, and now he's going to be faced with an absolute onslaught. They rush his position in still, walks away with two. Return to fire. Sen not leaving anything to chance. They want to try and funnel and rotate everybody towards him, but yet still Genji are played right into their hands.
One enemy remaining.
There's no health.
Low on health indeed. Meteor forced to scatter and back away. I mean, we are talking about the opening 35 seconds here. And now grouped up side by side, looking to put a pistol round on the board.
Sen are getting antsy here though.
John QT out wide, Tens wide face! And definite chances, but Sentinels, necessary beginning here for this map on Split.
It definitely is, that's a great opening. And you saw from the very beginning, a lot of actually Genji's attack side. The last time these two teams faced was dominated by A-ramp fights. Yeah. And kind of that fight over A-heaven, actually even in the post plan. So Tens uses the paranoia instantly to try to stop anyone from scaling. They realize that instead it's coming through mid. Zekken does an amazing job at picking up two.
There.
Genji have just looked so crazy whenever they're at a disadvantage. In the series overall, they're still winning a third of the time when they're down a player. Never mind when they're on their eco, you know, that you can just never count them out.
Almost unheard of entirely. And again, it's that fast play from Genji. They're going to get access and gained over towards that B site, but now a fight into the spawn. Texture spamming the appropriate angles. It's running and gunning at play, at work. That's purely just off of a read. Maybe even just a sound cue.
A great read though. And now Texture looking like he wants to get put into the smoke, or at least avoiding this flash.
Texture's going to get value. They're not going to clear him out as well. They topple and fall, and they collide right into him.
And that's more like what Genji were up to previously. A great balance of sometimes waiting for the flood if they anticipate it, and then if they're not going for the flood, trying to disrupt the Sen retake. There was a lot of talk about how incredible Sentinels retakes were. We were, at the beginning of this tournament, saying Sen, Carmine Core, retakes were amazing. At kickoff, Sentinels won 61% of their retakes. At Madrid, that's 24%.
It's gone right down.
It's plummeted to not even being a good retake percentage at all. Never mind a great one, an incredible one, unheard of one. So if Sen can get back to that kind of level and deal with Genji looking to disrupt, there's a major win condition for them in this half.
All but from Zelsis seeking to reposition. Now this is unusual angle. You can get cleared very easily.
It's nice though if Zekken continues to make noise and distract.
Trailblazer clears him. Trailblazer clears him. He's in trouble, and yet more so than that, he's out in the open.
Really well done. Very diligent from Genji. Zelsis getting caught by a mid-stack again. Hoping just to be able to pick up a lurker. But look at Meteor again, kind of picking up that role as Sentinels re-push out through B main.
It's a good call to make here, but Sassy surely not favoured into that one. In the end, just backs away. Tens holding the angle for him, just over the shoulder. Offload those Seekers as well, giving him a good indicator now, but already getting a move on, a run now. Over towards A, fast sprint and fast in action. There are anchoring players. Zekken here, oh my goodness, almost claiming that one. It was a dink. Drops him down to 10 HP. Meteor falling to the nade. Zekken still alive. Still playing towards the pillar with the help of his team with only 30 seconds left. What is the call now for Gen G?
There's very little time for them to work with. They're going into a stack. I mean, where's the win condition here? How do they get this?
Unlikely. It just looks so damn unlikely. Texture forward in his approach again, but there's no setup ready for it. The Satchels to his doom and defeat. Everybody picked apart. Spike drop down. No kill onto Charon. To get this plant down, maybe potentially Tens. Pushing, ending, putting a stop to it.
Big round from Tens. Great shot with the Guardian. I think what actually wins the round. I've been talking so much about how the Gen G look like they over-rotate. They trust the read. They believe in it. Follow the noise, that kind of stuff. SEN actually just hold their ground. They went for the B main exploration, got the kill, and they didn't gamble that it was going to be a B hit afterwards. They kept John and Zekken in anchor positions over towards A, and that's what paid dividends. Staying rooted, staying to the fundamental defense. And now Zekken's got a showstopper to work with. Could be incredible against a fast A push.
Fast ramp aggression, and you're right, there is going to be that showstopper ready and waiting. He just looks for the right time to strike, and that appears to be now! Rebounding across the wall, Lakia finish, gap into the wall, maybe a chance for Meteor, but the knives just go amiss, all ran out. And so do the chances, really. Attempt to try and take this space still.
Love that smoke from Tens as well. Not something that they were previously doing, choosing to fight A ramp. But now just making sure Gen G have no opportunities to take this fight. And if they do, SEN tripled up, looking to drop the wall and take the fight on their terms. They missed the paranoia!
It's the paranoia! Texture! And Meteor combine their might, and Sentinels, no chance entirely. It's all gone wrong.
Brutal.